Punch the sky, Spaceman Joe. Yeah.
Well, one day maybe we'll be at one of those, but right now we're in Universe B, which contains Earth 365b. And on our Earth, for the paranormal news from Werewolf Radar, we have a sailor is saying that a swarm of UFOs buzzed around a U.S. Navy warship the way no human craft could possibly buzz around.
All right.
Like they were just having a little party.
They're just
circling,
swooping, diving in, diving out, going up to it, going away from it. He said there was a bunch of them, a swarm of UFOs. UFOs swarmed a U.S. Navy ship. I'm Roger, joined by Jordan.
Hey.
and Nate.
What's up?
What up?
And this article that I'm reading from for the paranormal news is from mirror.co.uk.
They do good stuff.
Written by Alana Kindred, senior news reporter.
Now, Alana Kindred sounds like the name of a werewolf.
Don't worry about what she does off the clock. Sailor says swarm of UFOs buzzed around U.S. Navy warship in no way human craft could. The witness, who spoke under anonymity. How do words work again? It broke me.
You got it.
I choose to believe this person's name is John Sailor.
We'll go with that. They want their identity to remain anonymous. So John Sailor spoke to UFO researchers Jeremy Corbell and George Knapp for their new podcast, Weaponized. And the craft in question is the USS Paul Hamilton.
Paul Hamilton?
The USS Paul Hamilton.
Welcome aboard.
Who is that?
I
think he was the guy. I think he was the best friend from Charles in Charge.
Let's get the fuck out of here. You
don't think so?
It's a destroyer class ship.
I guess he was the U.S. Secretary of the Navy from 1809 to 1813 under James Madison.
Oh,
supposedly. Here's the construction and career of the USS Paul Hamilton. Constructed at Bath Iron Works in Bath, Maine, commissioned in Charleston, South Carolina, the destroyer was transferred to Pearl Harbor, Hawaii, after her commissioning. She is currently home ported in San Diego, California. Nope, California.
No, California.
California, I think is how you pronounce it.
However, she still goes out in July 2015. She, along with the Royal Navy's HMS Duncan, participated in airstrikes against ISIL.
ISIL? Like
ISIL,
ISIS?
the Islamic State. Yep.
Those creeps.
In 2019, cargo ship Bass Strait, belonging to Hong Kong-based Pacific Basin Shipping Limited, launched a series of drones that surveilled and harassed Paul Hamilton in waters off of South California.
Damn. Okay.
So there are, I guess, cases of this ship being harassed by drones.
Wow.
As I read on in the story about the ship. He explained, and this is Johnny Sailor, I believe is what we agreed on, right? Yeah, Cheesebot, see the ship. So John Sailor,
be the ship
of the USS Paul Hamilton, explained that the mystery crafts were not behaving like a reconnaissance drone might, which is when the craft is overflying the ship and then returning to its base. kind of like flying to it, hanging out, and then leaving.
Right.
The witness told Mr. Corbel that the object started to arrive and leave on a different bearing, which is weird. If you deploy a drone to go check something out, it would come straight back. So that is like something significant enough for us to report.
So it's weird.
It's weird. It comes as the Pentagon has recently started openly discussing these mysterious objects, but has avoided calling them UFOs. We've talked about this many times. The Pentagon has opened up an office to investigate UAPs, United Aerial Phenomenon. But all the cool kids are still saying UFO.
Hell yeah. The old heads.
James,
I mean, we already know that some place from Hong Kong has sent weird drones at this ship.
Well, yes, a rogue shipping transport company said, let's harass these U.S. sailors. I'm going to bring up the pictures. This is a picture of the incident that they are talking about.
The incident in question?
Yes.
Right. It says too small to contain a human pilot, but drones don't have human pilots.
But they're not acting like drones, like he said. That's just one of the talks or the gimbals or the zincs. I forgot which one exactly.
The ticks or the talks and the gimbals. Sound like my dad trying to talk about social media.
But yeah, this ship has been harassed by drones, but I guess at that time, they know were drones because they just flew towards the ship and then returned in that same direction. Well, these ones zipped and zooped and dove upwards and
interesting.
Then went in a different direction. So they came from one direction and then went in another direction, just kind of stopping around the USS Paul Hamilton.
Okay. Crazy.
Corbel said that the sailor had told him that these are UFOs. They're unidentified, but we have to call them something.
They're objects.
We have to call them something, and we call them UASs.
Why don't you call them something cool like they
unmanned
did in the 50s?
Aerial
Bring
systems.
Back Foo Fighters, or call them like Squigglin' Jimmies or something. Oh, there you go, Squigglin' Jimmy. Look at him squiggling along.
So for those still thinking that we have drones, the sailor said that the nearest dry land was too far out of range of any known quadcopter drone.
Any known drone.
So they were a couple miles out to sea.
I mean, what if they were, being piloted from like a submarine or some shit?
Yeah, Roger.
Okay,
Space
let's talk about it.
2021.
Let's talk about it. They're coming from a submarine. The Pentagon reports have stressed that objects are more likely to be operated by hostile governments, military, rather than not being from our planet. The Pentagon suggests that these could be,
Creeps
what am I trying to say?
Another country.
Yeah, weird
agents.
attacks, psyops from different countries,
aliens,
such
Russians.
as China via a Hong Kong trading ship called the Bass Strait.
Mm-hmm.
We're on to you.
Well, also, I mean, I hate to harp on it, but Paul Hamilton just sounds like someone you want to shove in a locker.
Paul Hamilton sounds like a shampoo brand.
Yeah, this is it might not even be, necessarily anti-American or anything. It's just Paul Hamilton, that fucking loser piece of shit.
Do you want to see Paul Hamilton?
Oh, I've got him up.
All right.
Paul Hamilton sounds like a brand of blazer from Ross.
Yeah.
Let's continue. Now, George Knapp.
It's Paul Hamilton from Ross.
George Knapp believes that the craft moves in a way that proves it can manipulate space and time and create their own gravity.
Oh boy, Knapp's at it again.
Wait, create their own gravity.
Create their own gravity. Manipulate time and space through heavy gravitational fluxes.
So these things have hyperspace travel within the atmosphere?
These small objects within our atmosphere, supposedly, according to George Knapp, manipulate space and time to achieve their weird movements. I think is the working theory.
All right. So they might even be like traveling back and forth through time to change their trajectory in this particular moment.
No one really knows right now.
Crazy gravity.
We're so far into belief versus facts right now. We have these objects that are swarming a U.S. destroyer, and they are moving in erratic ways that kind of signify that there is an intelligence, or is there is at least, it's more than just nature blowing something weird in the wind.
Right. Something's behind it.
Yeah, something seems to be behind it. No one knows what they're doing, if it's like a research thing, but the Navy is being interacted with, I think, is what we can say about this and other events similar to this.
Fair. Agreed. They're getting buzzed.
They're getting buzzed.
You know?
And that's been the paranormal news for this week.
What a week.
U.S. Navy warship, the USS Paul Hamilton, swarmed by UFOs buzzing around the ship.
We want to join the Navy. We saw a commercial about it. We want to pay for college.
We were on Twitch. We saw this ad and we just had to know more.
We had to know more. We love Twitch.
In the ad, a person destroyed a dragon with a sword.
If you like what we do, check out our Twitter. We're still active there. We're watching the trash fire. Also our Twitch, twitch.tv/werewolf_radar. Every Monday we're playing games, typically some D&D dice rolling. We got our homebrew campaign going on. We're bards.
Dennis.
We're in a band. We're leaving a floating continent, seeing what's on the main surface.
We're going down to the planet. We're going planet side.
If you want more paranormal content, like long, full episodes on the single subject curated by Nate, we call them Grave Nuggets. Go to our Patreon at patreon.com/werewolf radar, and you can support us with a $5 donation and get awesome stuff like the Grave Nugget, sneak peeks of videos we're working on, fiction from me when I work on it, merchandise with art from Jordan, and just know that you're supporting a great show that you enjoy. Yeah. And I think that's it. Unless you guys want to say something cool, what are you doing with your time?
I'm moving.
He's moving. Help Jordan move.
Help me move by...
If you've got a truck, Jordan can use it.
Signing up for our Patreon, honestly.
And now, Nate, you have a van and you would like fertilizer.
No.
Yeah, right.
Not publicly.
But anyway, check out our Patreon, check out our Twitter, just say hello, give us a 5-star review. That's really the best way you can help us.
Hello.
5-star reviews help other people find us. It makes the algorithm suggest the show to people.
That's true. That is true.
And now, let's end on our super duper seeker deeker sign off line. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Suspect the
boy.
Space person.
Whomever. You. And
That's
you.
You.
And you.
And all conspiracies are true. Imagine that. If it's true, then you understand you've been lied to. For soul removal, that means that you losing every time you don't know the fucking truth.